Okay, so let's
Yes.
start our today's lecture. So in our today's lecture, we are going to start a new topic. Okay, and that topic is your packages in Java. But before starting this topic, I just want to give you a revision what we have covered so far. So first thing which we have covered is that okay, till now that how to create a class. So right now, if you will see over there, whatever the class you are creating, so till now, and after that, whenever we are creating a class, you know that we our class should contain public static void main string args. Okay, so if we are creating a single class and in a program we can create multiple classes too, then we after that we have also covered that what are your constructors. So constructors are again these are methods having the same name as your class name but having no return type value. So if I'm going to ask you about what is this thing, so you will directly say that okay, this is a what we call it as your constructor. Similarly, we have other than your constructor, we have your instance initialization block. We generally call it as your IIB. Okay, so what this instance initialization block and how to declare it? So instance initialization block are directly basically we declare using these curly braces, but always remember it should be inside your class, but it should be outside your constructor and your main method, and it will be called whenever you are going to create an object, and when it will be called before constructor. Okay, so if in a program we have instance initialization block and we have a constructor like this, so whenever we are creating an object like this, abc obj is equals to new abc, right? So first of all, it will execute IIB and then it will execute your constructor. So generally, when we want that there should be some unique code among all the constructor, then we generally go for instance initialization block. And also we have covered one more block that is known as your static block. So static block is a block which will be executed at the time of loading. Okay. So if in a code you have a static block, okay, right? And you are creating an object, okay, and if you are creating an object, so first of all in your code static block will be executed, then it will execute your instance initialization block, then it will execute your constructor. Okay, then if you are calling any methods, so whatever the methods you are calling, then it will call those methods based on your program. Basically it will then execute your inside whatever the main thing, whatever the methods you are calling, so basically it will call accordingly. But always remember it will execute your static block even though you are not basically calling that block. So static block are going to be executed automatically. Okay, so whatever the code inside that static block, it will get executed automatically. You don't have to call that block. But in the case of IIB, whenever you are creating an object, then only IIB will be called. Okay, and IIB will have a higher priority than your constructor. It means first IIB will be called, then constructor will be called. Okay, then you have methods. So whatever the methods you are calling, it's up to you. Okay, so till now we have covered that within a class, how many things our class can consist of a variables, methods, constructor, IIB, static blocks, all these things we have covered so far. Now in our today's lecture, we are going to cover a new topic that is known as your packages in Java. And somehow in your labs, you are using these packages, but somehow you have no idea about, okay, what are these packages? Can we create our own packages? How to create a package? What are the rules we should follow whenever we are using or whenever we are creating our own package? So let's start with our new topic that is your packages in Java. Now, so what do you mean by packages in Java? So a Java package is a group of similar type of classes, interfaces, and sub packages. Okay, like I have given you one example. So always remember package is a kind of your folder. Okay, So in this folder, like I have given you an example of your movies folder. Suppose you are going to create a movies folder. So in this movies folder, what you have? You might have again subfolders. That is your English movies and your, for example, your Hindi movies. Okay. And after that, what we have, you will have some files, whatever the movies you have, player files, right? So these are the files you will have later on. Now, so what do you mean? So always remember, packages are what your folders. So generally we put all the files. See, I cannot put. So if I have created a folder for movies, so it is, even though it is possible, but it is always advisable that I cannot put something like Java file inside this movies package. So that again in future it will become so tough for me to find out that particular file. So that is why what we will do in whenever we are creating a package or whenever we are using a package. So a package is a collection or group of similar type of classes, interfaces and sub packages. So interfaces we are going to cover later on. So right now you already have an about class. Okay. So let's assume what we are doing. We are going to create a package for banking application. Okay. So in this scenario, what we are going to do, we are going to create different package too. So suppose this is a package name as my banking application. Let's assume BA. And inside this banking application, I will again have a package like accounts package, then transaction package. So package is a folder. Okay, always understand this thing. Now inside this subfolder, what you have, these are also packages. Okay, but this account is a sub package of which package? Your bank application package. Now after that, what you are going to do, you whatever the files you will have. So always remember the class file that are related to account package, we are going to store only in this particular package. Okay, so we are not going to store transaction class file inside account package. No, it's not like that. Okay, even though you can do it, but it is not advisable or recommended. So that if in future, if I want to access some file of your transaction, so what I will do, I will directly go to transaction package. Otherwise, I will get confused where this transaction file is located. Okay, whether it is located in account package, loan package, or transaction package. So now if I'm having an idea, okay, all the files that are related to transaction package are going to be stored in that particular package. So I will directly import that particular package. So that is a need of package. So whenever if somebody will go is going to basically ask you about, okay, how to, what is a package? So you will directly say that a Java package is a group of similar types of your classes, interfaces, and your sub package. Okay, so no need to worry. We are going to learn interfaces later on. Now, as I told you that think of it as a folder in a file directory. So always remember package is what? It is a folder only. Okay. A package in Java can be categorized into two forms, built-in package and user-defined package. So till now, what you are doing, you are not creating your own package. So have you created your own package? No. If you means if we, I'm just considering your labs. Okay. So if you are going to consider your lab, so in your lab, you are not creating your own packages. You are just using what? Your built-in package. So if we are using import java.util, okay, java.util. So what is this? This is a built-in package. This is a built-in package. This is already available. We haven't created this package. So are we creating our own packages till now? No, we are not creating our own packages right now. But after this lecture, you will be able to understand that how can we create our own package now. So in this thing, what we can learn from by seeing this line, if we are writing import java.util package, it means that we are loading this entire files, whatever the files that are there, where here is a folder Java. Okay, inside this Java, we have several other folders too, out of which one more folder name is util. Okay, and inside this, whatever the files we are basically accessing those files. Okay, like this. So right now we are using only built-in package, so which we whenever we are loading or installing our Java program, so we always get these built-in package. Second one is your user defined package, which we are going to learn in our today's lecture. Now, so there are many built-in package. That is your Java. Java is again a package. Okay, don't get confused. What is Java? Java is again a package, but this Java contains many sub packages. That is your lang, AWT, JavaX, Swing, Net, IO, Util, SQL. So till now, if we are going to discuss about how many packages you have used till now, so I must say that you have used lang package and you have used util package. But according to you, you will say that no, we haven't used this lang package. We haven't written like import java.lang package. So why you are saying, sir, that we have used this lang package? So always remember, in Java, there is a by default package that is known as your import java.lang package. Why I am calling it as a default package? Because even though you are not going to write this package, whenever you are going to write a program, okay, whenever you are going to write any program, by default your compiler will provide you this package that is known as your import java.lang package. Always remember, that is why we always call this package as by default package. Even though if you want to write it explicitly, you can write it, but always remember, implicitly this package is always there whenever we are writing our code in CodeZinger. Okay, but for other packages we have to write it down explicitly if we want to use the functionality of those packages. Always remember, this is very important. Okay, so till the packages which you have used, okay, so that is your utility package, and second one is your lang package. So here you can see that all these packages are available. Okay, so if you want to perform database connectivity, like, yes, any question?
सर मैं ये पूछ रहा था कि सर जैसे जावा पैकेज है या फिर मतलब ये लैंग पैकेज है, जावा का तो सब पैकेज होगा ना लैंग?
Yeah. See, this is what I'm calling, what I'm telling you ना. See, पैकेज के अंदर भी आपका क्या रहेगा? If we are referring कि जावा क्या है, जावा आपका क्या है? पैकेज है. यूटिल क्या है? अगर आप यूटिल को एक इंडिपेंडेंट उसके इंडिविजुअल आइडेंटिटी से इफ यू आर गोइंग टू आस्क व्हाट इज यूटिल, देन आई विल से दैट यूटिल इज अ पैकेज. बट इफ यू आर गोइंग टू कंपेयर विद कंपैरिजन टू जावा, यूटिल इज व्हाट? यूटिल इज अ सब पैकेज, राइट? तो किस कंटेक्स्ट में मैं उसको बोल रहा हूँ वो मैटर कर रहा है. अगर मैं उसको खाली यूटिल पूछ रहा हूँ व्हाट इज यूटिल, देन यू विल से दैट यूटिल इज अ पैकेज. But if I'm going to ask you about, okay, if I'm going to write java.util, then with respect to Java, क्योंकि util Java के अंदर already available है, right? ये इसका एक सब फोल्डर है, so मैं कहूंगा ये सब पैकेज है. Got the point ना? So basically सब पैकेज और पैकेज बात एक ही है. Scenario is same, means meaning is same, but the thing is सब पैकेज means basically Java के अंदर वो reside कर रहा है, इसलिए हम उसको सब पैकेज बोल रहे हैं. Otherwise functionality will remain same. It might be possible कि utility के अंदर भी आपके बहुत सारे सब packages होंगे, but we are not at all concerned about those packages. Got the point? Yes.
Yes sir.
Okay. Now, so see, अगर आप if you want to use the functionality of SQL, see, it means that all these packages are basically dedicated for a similar types of classes. It means if you want to use the functionality of SQL, so there all these classes are there inside this package. If you want to perform some Swing application like GUI application, if you want to create, go for this package. If you want to perform input output related, that it covers your exceptions and all those things, then go for it. If you want to perform some network connectivity and all those things, go for this package and all. Okay, so all these packages are available. So right now we are only using only two packages, that are your utility package and your lang package. So lang package is by default available. Never, if in interview somebody will ask you, okay, which package is a by default package, then you will always say that import java.lang. Okay, so this is a by default package. Why I'm saying that it is a by default package, even though we are not writing any program, even though we will get this package. And even I will give you one example so that you will understand that, okay, whether this package is available or not. Okay, and if not, if yes, then how can we say that this package is available? How can we clarified our doubt that okay, that I am saying that this package is already available, right? But how can I say that this statement? So I'm going to validate this statement too later on. Okay. Yes, any question? Okay then. So what are the advantages of packages? So till now you already know the advantages of packages. Why? Because you are accessing that scanner class. So scanner class is used for what? For taking some input stream, whatever the input stream you are taking, like input integer value, float value. So you are not writing those that particular class, and you are not you don't have any idea. But you just know the location that that scanner class is loaded situated or located inside that java.util package. So that is why if you are going to just write import java.util package, then you will be able to load the entire classes that are there inside your utility package. So the classes contained in the package of the other program can be easily reused. So reusability is one of the major advantages of your Java package. So you don't have to write again the same code. See, it is already there. Okay, like your math.pow. So you know that this power function they have already written. So why again write this power function again? No need to, there is no need, okay, to again write this thing. So it's better what I will do, I will directly import that particular package. I can directly use that particular class and I can perform whatever the operation I want to perform. Now the second point is Java package is used to categorize classes and interfaces so that they can be easily maintained. So maintenance is very easy. So whenever we are going to cover this interfaces, I'm going to discuss about this point. Okay, that how can we easily maintain our classes with the help of package. So even in today's class, I'm going to give you one example so that you will understand that why maintenance is very easy. And third point is Java package provides access protection. So like what, how can we, it's not like that we can access all your classes, all your files. No, it's not like that. So there are some rules related to your access protection, which we are going to cover in our later lectures. And Java package removes naming collision. Okay, so it might be possible that you might have two packages and they might have the same name, so it is not valid in Java. Similarly, similar class is possible, but how to basically solve those ambiguity issue? Ambiguity issue means both the classes having same name but reside in different packages. So how we are going to sort out that issue? So again, so Java, using Java package, we are able to remove naming collision also. Okay, so we are going to see all these points, how we are going to basically tackle all these scenarios in our today's lecture. Now let's take one example so that using this example, I'm 100% sure that you will understand what is a package. So what I told you that this is a Java package. So whenever you are installing Java, Eclipse ID or any ID in your program, in your machine, so you will automatically get a inbuilt package. So these are the inbuilt package. Okay, so these are not user defined package. Always remember. So you are not creating these packages. That is why we call it as your inbuilt package. So what this package is, we have a package named as your Java. So in Java, you will have other packages too. Okay, it's not like that only 3 sub packages are there. There are several other packages, but here in this diagram, I just want to show you that this is how basically sub packages are stored. Now we have lang package, we have utility package, and third we have this your what AWT package. So similarly, inside these packages, what we have classes. Okay, so all these classes we have, and what we are doing, these classes. So if you want to access, like in utility package, we have one more class, that is your scanner dot class, so which you are basically using in your programs, right? So so there are several other classes that are basically comes under the utility package are there. So if I'm going to import this package, so it means now I can access this array list dot class, I can access map dot class, I can access scanner dot class, whatever the classes that are there inside my your package, I can access all those classes. Okay, so this is the first rule. how we are going to basically store. So these are, see, you can directly see that these are just folders, and these folders are what these are containing. So here, whenever we are writing import java.util, so you already know that what we are doing, we are setting a path. We are telling our compiler that we want to access what? Java, import Java, then dot, after Java what you want? Util. Okay, okay, I am accessing util. I want to access entire util, so I will use the what? Asterisk over there. Okay, dot asterisk. So it means I will be able to execute our entire classes that are there inside my utility package. Now, so similarly, here this is an hierarchical representation of java.awt package. We have one more package that is known as java awt package, like this package. So using this package, what we generally do, we generally perform some graphical user interfaces. Okay, we create buttons, we create all those things. So this we are going to cover in our last two modules. So I just here the why I am just showing you this representation, so that you will understand that this is a package. Inside this again we have this package, and all these are what your classes. Okay, all these classes, these are the different classes that are there. But see, all these classes are why we are using all these classes, just to perform some graphical user interface. So that is why these classes are of your similar type, and I have stored all these similar type classes in this folder that is known as your AWT folder. Okay, always remember this. Now, let's start with our user defined package. So till now we have just used import java.util package. Okay, right? So but till now, if you are writing your code in your CodeZinger, or if you are using any IDE, so for IDE you automatically got that you are creating your packages. But in CodeZinger, you can see over there we are not creating our packages. So how to create our own package? How? Because we also, so right now, if you want to create your own projects for this subject, that is your Java. So in this subject, if you are going, so it's better to create a package. Okay. So in that, inside this folder, suppose if you want to create some COVID application, suppose COVID application you want to create. So what this COVID application? This COVID application will contain what? All the classes file, different files are there, and all these files are basically related to what your COVID. So that is why if somebody in future, if somebody wants to execute or wants to access some COVID class files, so what it will do, it will directly access, import your user defined what we call it as your package. Okay, so how to create our own package in your Java programming language? So whenever you are going to create a package, always remember there is a keyword, and the name of this keyword is package. Okay, so see this red one. Red one is a keyword. Whenever we are writing create class, so what we are doing, we are writing class now. So class is what? Class is a keyword. So similarly, we have a keyword for package that is known as your package. Then you will write down the name of that package, whatever the package you want to create. I want to create my own package. The name of that package is my pack. Okay, so you can write whatever the name. Now it means that whenever you are going to execute this line, now always remember, it means that now you have created a folder, and the name of this folder is what? My pack. Now inside this folder, what you have done, I am creating a class name as simple. So it means I am having a class that is known as your simple.class. So see, it's quite simple to create your own package in your Java programming language. So if somebody will ask you about, okay, can you create your own package in your Java programming language? So this is how you can create package. Whatever the name of a package, just write it. Then always don't forget to write semicolon. Okay, semicolon will always tell us about, okay, this is the end of my statement, end of the statement. Now, 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 second question that comes into your mind is, till now, are we creating any package whenever we are writing our code in your CodeZinger? So the answer is yes, you are creating a package. But you will say that, okay, no, but we are not writing this statement. So how can I say that you are creating a package? So always remember that if no package is specified, okay, if no package is specified, for example, this thing, if I'm going to execute a code, so see, right now I'm executing a code right now. But here in this case, you will see that I am not creating any package. Okay, but according to us, where we are storing, so all these files should store some inside some folder na? So where this folder is located, right? So that is why if no package is specified, the classes in the file goes to into a special unnamed package. Okay, so there is a package, so which this package is, you can directly think about it that our Java is providing that package. If you are not creating your package, then Java is providing that particular package, and the name of this package is what? Your unnamed package. Okay, the same unnamed package for all files. So always, and it will always work with respect to CWD. What is the full form of CWD? Current work directory. So if you're working with that particular current work directory, it will provide you that particular unnamed package. So if you will see over there, in future we cannot access this thing. Why? Because this package is only available and can be accessed only with the respect to current work directory. So that is the need. We have to create our own package. Because why we want to create our own package? So that in future I can access that particular package. But if we are not creating our own package, then although our Java is providing our unnamed package, but still in future, if I'm going to write import java.unnamed, so it will give us an error. Even though not give us an error, sometimes it will not give us an error, but sometimes what will happen, it will say that, okay, because unnamed package is always related with your current work directory, means till now I can access this package. Okay, but what is the need of this package? Because see, for the current without package also I can access it, this thing. Okay, so that is why, and whenever you want to create your own package, always try to write this statement, package, whatever the name of that package, and then semicolon. Now, how does Java runtime system know where to look for package that you create? So as I told you that first, by default, the Java runtime system uses current work directory as its starting point. Always remember this point. See, I have mentioned all the things. If you will go through now only the slides, whatever the slides I'm basically telling you, or whatever the lecture slides I'm providing you, if you'll go through all these slides, so I'm 100% sure that I'm not saying that all the things you will understand about Java programming language, but majority of the things you are going to cover. Okay, whatever the concepts we have related to Java programming language. So even after this lecture or anything, whenever you get the free time, just go through all these slides by your own. And whenever you are having any issue related to anything, like you are not able to understand, so you already know that I have already started doubt clearing session that will be on every Saturday. Okay, so this time, because you already had an exam, so that's why I have rescheduled that particular thing at 7 p.m. But in your next week again, I am going to start from this week, means I'm going to start at what your 6 p.m. onwards. Okay, so those who have any doubt, they can directly join that particular what doubt clearing session. So just go through it. You have the entire slides now. You have entire resources. Even whatever the doubt you have related to Java programming language, feel free to ask. Okay, please don't hesitate. Even if your doubt is very basic, because as I told you that whenever you are going for Java programming language, so you should know that why we are using this thing and how can we use this thing. Okay, so you should know the reason behind each and everything. So that is why you are a computer science engineer. Okay, you are not just a layman who are just writing whatever the code you are writing. You should know the basics of those things also, because it might be possible that some of you might create your own compiler, okay, own language. I'm not saying that it is impossible, it is possible. Okay, so if you don't know about these things, so first of all, just try to learn these things now, that what are the things that they have considered whenever they have created their own programming language. Okay, so all these things you should consider by yourself also. Now the second thing is that the second you can specify a directory path or path by setting a class path environment. So what we generally do, uh, in ID we never set that path. So yeah, you can also set that path in Eclipse IDE also, but in ID it's quite simple. So this statement is quite valid with your, when we are not using any ID, then we have to set a path. Okay, in this path we want to access that particular file. So this is how basically we can execute that file. Okay, so these 2 points, last 2 points, are basically related with when you are not using ID. Okay, but I am 100% sure that in this, whenever most of you are now, they have started using ID. So for ID, you know that automatically you will get a package too. Okay, so it is mandated to create a package whenever you are writing any code in your any ID. Okay, like that. Now the second thing is that if I am going, so see, I am just showing you these examples so that you will understand the errors too. Okay, because in Java programming language, if you want to learn the best way to basically learn or understand the entire Java programming language is with the help of error. Just try out maximum possible things and just try to check it out. Okay, why we are getting an error, and then just find out the solution. And if you are able to find out the solution, then now you know that particular concept. Now let's start and go for this program. Now in this program, what I am doing, I am creating a package. The name of this package is what? Pack1. Okay, this thing is valid in Java. But again, what I am doing, I am creating one more package that is known as pack2. And then after, I am creating a class. The name of that class is what? Main class. Now, if we are going to execute this code, then what will happen? We will get an error. Now the question that comes to your mind is why we are getting an error, and most of you know the answer. Why we are getting an error? Because in Java, always remember, you can create only a single, for a single file, you can create only single package. It's not like that you can create multiple package for a single class. Always remember this point. Okay, don't think about it. Okay, I can create two folders and I will store this main class in pack1 as well as pack2. No, it is not possible in Java. So in a single source code, in a single file, okay, in a single, I'm just talking about single file only. So in a single file, whenever you are executing your code, you can write only your single package. You cannot write these packages. So that is why if you are going to execute this code, what error you will get? The error you will get over there is, see, after this line, you are getting an error that class interface or enum expected. So after this line, whenever you have created a package, so what we are expecting, our compiler is expecting class interface, we are going to learn later, no issue, and enum. All these things our package is concerning. So right now you know that we have an idea about class only. So it is expecting that in inside package we must have a class only. Okay, but are we creating a class? No, again we are creating a package. So it is not possible in Java. Okay, so that is why we are getting an error. So always remember that two packages you cannot create in a single file. Okay, so only one package is valid in Java. More than one package in a single source code or single source file, okay, invalid in Java. Now let's go for the naming convention. Naming conventions are very important in your Java programming language. So packages can be named for your standard Java naming rule, where it begins with your lowercase. So how to create your own, like I told you, like whenever you are creating your own class, okay? Like if I want to create a class, for example, student, so always try to use what? Your first character as your capital character. Why I told you that always try to, even though if I'm going to execute this code, I will not get any error, but according to the naming convention, it is advisable so that we will be able to differentiate, okay, whether it is a class or it is a what package and all those things. Okay, I'm not saying that it becomes quite complex, but if you are following these, what you can say, that naming convention, then automatically what will happen? It will increase your what? Increase the readability of a code. So whenever you are writing your code, now always try to write your code in such a way so that it will increase the readability of your code. Okay. So how, whenever you are creating your packages, so even you can go for these packages too. Okay. Like import java.util. So this is what? This is the by default packages. And here you can see that this package, all thing is in your lowercase. Again, everything is in your lowercase. So always try to follow this thing. But here you can see over there, we have a scanner class. So you know that whenever we are using scanner, SC is equals to new scanner, that scanner is a class. Over there for this scanner class, S is what? First character is what? It is in your uppercase. So that is why it is always means always try to follow that naming convention. Okay, where your class name should first start with your first uppercase, and for your what your this thing is always going to start with your lowercase. Okay, all things should be in your. So this makes easy to distinguish between package's name and your class name. So let's take one example. If we are going to write, let's assume double y is equals to java lang math sqrt. So from that, what you can understand that, okay, Java is a package. Right now you have an idea, but let's assume you have created your own package, okay, right? You have created your own package and you have used the same naming convention. So I'm not saying that you will get an error if you are not following naming convention. No, you will not get an error, but it becomes quite easy for me to understand this thing. Okay, this is a package. This is a package. No, this M is capital. It means this is not a package. This is what? This is a class, right? And this SQRT, you already know that if you are using this thing, so it is a method, right? So this is how basically you will be able to understand that, okay, whether it is a package or whether it is a class. Otherwise, if you are using math over there, then I will get confused. Whether this math is a package or math is a class, I won't be able to understand this thing, okay? So that is why always try to use this naming convention that class should start with your uppercase and all these things should be in your lowercase for packages. For class, your first character should be in your uppercase. Okay, so that is why I said that these naming conventions are again very important whenever you are creating your own package. I'm not saying that, again, always remember you will not get any error, but it is always recommended. Okay, like this. So what we generally do, see what is the sequence of your program. Whenever we are creating a program, okay, so always remember, first of all, you create your own package, then you import whatever the package you want to import, and then you create your own class. Always remember this thing, okay? First of all, what you do, you create your own package. Whenever you are writing your code, first create your package, then import. If you want to import some package, import. Then after, what you do, just create your class interface, whatever the thing you want to create. So if you import a package, all the classes and interfaces of that package will be imported, excluding the classes and imported of the sub packages. Always remember. So this statement is again very important. Excluding the classes and interfaces of the sub package. What does it mean? It means that if I'm going to write import Java. Now it means that if I'm going to write import Java, if I'm going to execute this code, can I access scanner class? Scanner SC is equals to no scanner. The answer is no. I cannot access this class. Now the answer is why I cannot access this class. So always remember that whenever you are importing a package, okay, so all the classes and interfaces will, so if there are some classes inside this folder, we can access those classes and interfaces. But always remember, we cannot import entire package. So that is why whenever we are writing your code, so we are not writing import Java only. We are writing import java.util. Otherwise, what will happen? We will just write import Java, and you will say that, okay, everything, whatever the classes that are there, I will be able to load that thing. No, it's not valid in Java. So you cannot access sub packages. Okay, you can access, see, if let's assume there is a package, sub package inside my util package. So now I cannot access the classes of that sub packages too. I can access only the classes that are there directly related or directly stored inside that folder. But again, if it contains some, you can call it as your subfolder. So I cannot be able to access that package. Okay. So this statement is very important. If you import a package, all the classes and interfaces of that package will be imported. Okay. But excluding the classes and interfaces of the sub packages. Means sub packages, classes, interface, we cannot basically what import. Okay, so that is why this is an example. If I'm going to write a import Java only, then I'm not able to basically import other packages, sub packages. Okay, hence you need to import the sub packages as well. So that is why what I will do, I will write import java.util, because if I want to access some class of utility, so I have to access that particular sub packages too. Okay, this is very important in your Java programming language. Now, can anyone tell me, if I'm going to execute this code, what output I will get? Yes, you can use your chat box, and if you want to unmute your mic, you can unmute your mic too. If I'm going to execute this code, what output I will get?
No output will be there.
Okay, so one answer I got, no output.
Sir.
So again, no output other than this answer. Is there anyone who is getting some different answer? The reason why I have put this question, so that you will understand why I have put this question for you. Yes, any other student? Let me check the chat box.
Main is not present in the code.
Yes. Okay, so someone is saying that main is not available, so that is why we will get an error. Yeah. Okay, that is okay. So, but that error is related to main. Okay, that is okay. And what about others?
सर अभी आप बता रहे थे ना कि मतलब पहले पैकेज बनाना है फिर इंपोर्ट करना है.
Yes, yes, yes.
सर
So that is why I have given you this question. Okay, because always remember, see, you have to follow this sequence. First you have to create a package, then you import package if you want to import. So first thing is that you have to create your own package. Okay, but here what we are doing, first we are importing a package, then we are creating our own package. So that is why I have given you this question. So if you are going to execute this code, see, you will get an error. And again, the error you will get over there is, see, what error you are getting? Class interface enum expected. What does it mean? It means that now my compiler is saying that, okay, you have imported a package, that is okay. But after this thing, you cannot create a package. So what our compiler is expecting? Our compiler is directly expecting a class. We have interfaces, so we are going to basically cover interface. That is a separate topic. So we can also create like classes, we also create interfaces. Okay, so just try to remember this thing only. So it is expecting only these things, so you cannot create, always remember. Okay, so first create package, then if you want to import, then create class. So this is the order of your execution, always remember. Now the topic is that till now you know that what you have understood so far, that okay, in Java we have two types of packages which are inbuilt packages, that is this one, and there are user defined packages. So how to create your user defined packages? I am going to write what directly packages mypack like this. Okay, so this is how I can create my user defined package. Now the thing which we are going to learn over here is how to access package from another package. So let's assume if we have user defined packages as well as your inbuilt packages. So how can we access those packages? So I think all of you already know about these things. Okay, so but I'm also going to tell you about some other concepts too. So please don't, it's not like that you know each and every concept of packages. So it's not easy. You should know some of the concept of how to access those packages. Okay, even though you have used how to import that package, but still always means just see all these things, whatever the things I'm covering, and now I'm going to cover over here. Now, so there are three ways to access a package from outside the package. Okay, so if you have a package and you want to access some outside package, so how we are going to access that package? So there are three ways. First one is implicit class import. Second one is explicit class import, and the third one is fully qualified name. Now what do you mean by implicit class import? So I'm just giving you your own example. Okay, like in Java, in CodeZinger, what you are writing, import java dot util. Okay, what you are writing, java dot util. Now this, so this thing is what your implicit class import. Why we are calling it as implicit? See, here you have no idea. You are basically loading this entire package, this entire utility sub package. Okay, you are not directly accessing that file, because according to you, sometimes when to use this package, suppose you want that, okay, I should go for utility, I am accessing different classes. Okay, so it's better to directly write import java.util. So what will happen? It will, whatever the classes files that are there inside my package, I will be able to execute this thing. So that is why if you will see over there, what we are writing, import whatever the package name you have, then dot asterisk. This asterisk means all the files, all the classes, and your interfaces. Okay, so like right now just think about it, all the classes. Okay, so it means that is the need of, always try to understand. Okay, so it's not like that they have just used this symbol. Why they have used this symbol? Asterisk means you will be able to access all the classes, all the files. Okay, all the classes that are there inside my this package. So inside my utility package, whatever the thing I am having, okay, I will be able to see all these files. So that is why whenever you are using just package or sub package name, so it is mandatory, always remember, it is mandatory to write dot asterisk. If you are not going to write dot asterisk, then what will happen? You will get an error. Always remember, whenever you are using package or you want to access entire package, always use dot and then use asterisk. Now second one is your explicit class import. So in explicit class import, what we are doing, we are importing a package, but we are not only importing that particular package, but we are specifying our programmer or to ourselves that we don't want other file. We just want that particular class name. And the example is that if I'm going to write import java dot util, there is a folder java. Inside this, again we have a folder util, and inside this util I want to access which class? My scanner class. Okay, so now, because why I'm now, when to use this thing? Whenever, like in your current labs, okay, I will advise you to go for explicit class import. Now you will ask, why should I go for explicit class import? Because it improves readability of your code. Now you will say that how it will increase the readability of our code? Because if some, like in future, if somebody will see your code, okay, and if you are importing a package, then I will understand, okay, you are basically what? You are accessing this file, this class file of which class? Of this utility package, which means you are basically importing this file. If you have just used dot utility, then what will happen? I will just think about it. Okay, it might be possible that you are using different class file of this utility package. Okay, so I will might get confused. Okay, whether that particular class file, suppose you are using it, it is inside this package or it is in some others package too, like that. Okay, so it is always advisable that whenever you are using only single class of that particular package, like in your labs, you are using only a single class. So always try to write import java.util.scanner only. And always remember, over there you will have just a semicolon. You don't have dot asterisk. Dot asterisk will tell what? Entire classes. So you are just specifying, now I want this class. So why to write dot star? So that is why after that what you do directly write, you directly write your this thing. Okay, so it improves the readability of your code. And third one is your fully qualified name. So we have one example. So that example we will try to understand what do you mean by fully qualified name. So this thing is very important. That is why I have put this thing in a note that after package name use dot star asterisk and then use semicolon. Okay, but if you are using only class name, then always use semicolon only. Don't use that dot and asterisk like that. Always remember. Okay, now you have to tell me which option is correct. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you have to tell me which option is correct over here in this scenario. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
3.
Just you're not audible. 3. You just said 3.
So first
So
and
1 and
third.
3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can use chat box. It's better to use chat box. So we will see that if someone is getting some different answer, they can just post. See, I got one answer that is 1, 3. So other than 1, 3, is there anyone who is getting some different answer? I got 1, 3, 1, 3. Someone is saying that 3 only. Okay. What about others? 1 and 3, 1 and 3. Most of you are, or I must say that 90% of you are just 95 or 98% are basically telling me, those who have basically answered over here, they are just telling me that the answer is 1 and 3. So let's check it out. Now, first one is import java.util.scanner. So first one is what? This is my package. This is my sub package. This is my class name. So this is here I'm using your only colon. So it means I am directly importing my class. So this is valid in Java. Now, so first option is correct. Now let's go for second. Import java.util.scanner. Can I write dot star over there? No, it is invalid in Java. Now third one, import java.util dot asterisk over there. Yes, it is valid because after package I can write dot star over there. Import java.util. I am not using dot asterisk over there, so that is why it is invalid. So the correct answer are only two. That is your first and your third. Okay. So always remember, see, and that is why, see, this thing is very important. That is why I said that naming convention is very important. Right now, you know that this is a scanner class, okay? But if so, let's assume if I'm going to give you one code and you don't know whether it is a class or it is a package. So how to distinguish between whether it is a package or whether it is a class? So all the lower cases are what your package is, and the one which is having first letter character as what your uppercase, it is a class. Right now you know because you are using it, so you know the answer. If I am going to give you some other thing, then how you are able to identify whether it is a package or it is a class? So that is the reason. Okay, so always follow that naming convention too, and I hope that you know the need of naming convention. Now first we have already covered that this is dot asterisk. It means you can directly using your package. So if you use dot asterisk, then all the class and interfaces of the package will be accessible, but not sub packages. Always remember, but not sub packages. So the import keyword is used to make the class interface of the another package accessible to the current package. Okay, so this is just an example. So in this example, what I have done, see, I have created my, see, this is a different file, this is a different file. Always remember, okay? So in this file, what I have done, I have created a package named as pack. What I have done, I have just created a class and I have just created a method, okay? And now I am just and this method is what? This is an instance method. Always remember. This method is what? This method is an instance method, and I just want to print the value hello over there. Similarly, what I have done, I have created one more class, one more file, and in that file, what I am writing, I am basically creating my own package. That is okay. That is my pack, and now I am importing this package. Now I want to import this package, and I want to import whatever the classes which this package is containing. So right now you have only one class, so no issue at all. So it will execute fine. I am writing import pack. See, because the path is, we are going to start with pack only. Okay, so that is why I'm just writing pack dot star over there. And then after that, I'm creating one more class. That is your class B. And here we have public static void main. And here, see, now I'm creating an object of this class. So how I will be able to create an object of this class? Because I am importing this package. That is the reason I will be able to create a class. Okay. So always remember, this is how we are going to create a package object of this class. And if I'm going to execute, so I can access this object, this method only with the help of object. So I'm creating the object of this class, and that is why I'm getting the output as hello. Okay, right. So this is if you are going to execute these two code, so this is the output you will get. Always remember this in your mind. Now the second one is you're using package name dot class name. So I think you already know about this thing. So here in this case, again, the scenario is same. Okay, but here see what I'm doing. I am importing package dot a. Why I am writing a? Because a is the name of my class. So that is why what I can do, even if I'm going to execute like that, it will work fine, because I am directly accessing that particular, I am importing only this class only. Okay. So that is why what will happen, it is possible in Java. So using package name dot class name, you can basically execute that particular code. Now the third one, which we haven't discussed till now, that is you're using fully qualified name. So if you use fully qualified name, then only declared class of the package will be accessible. Okay. So only that declared class of the package will be accessible. Now there is no need to import. So whenever you are using fully qualified name, always remember you don't need to import a package. So right now, whenever we want to access something, what we are doing, we are writing import something like that. But for fully qualified name, you don't require what import package. So how we are able to do it? So I'm just going to give you one example. But you need to use fully qualified name every time when you are accessing the class and interface. So that is a disadvantage. Okay, so I'm just giving you one example. No need to worry about it. So it is generally used when two packages have same class name. Okay, now why I have written this thing? Because in Java, always remember, okay, in Java, what we have a folder name as Java. In Java, you have two folders. There are many folders, but let's assume we have only two folders right now, util and your SQL. Okay, so these two packages we have, but you know that after that we have several files. But always remember, in util package we have date file, and in SQL package also we have date file. Okay, it is there. Okay, you can also check it out by your own. In Java we have two sub packages, but in these two sub packages what we have two date file. Now you will say that, okay, what will happen if we have two class file? I don't think so that it will create any issue. So let's take one example and then we will find out the utility. What are the advantages of fully qualified name and what are the disadvantages of fully qualified name? So let's take this example. Okay, so first of all, just we will try to understand what do you mean by fully qualified name. Then I will tell you about the disadvantages and advantages. Okay, now, so see, how can you use this fully qualified name over there? See, you know that we have created a package. Inside this package we have a class, that is okay. Now again I have created a package. I am not importing any package. No, I am not importing right now. See, but what I am doing over there is I am directly accessing this package right now over here. See, I'm not writing import, but what I'm doing, I'm writing pack.a. So it is possible in Java. Okay, so that context name is known as your fully qualified package. Okay, accessing fully qualified package. If you want to access using with the help of fully qualified name, so how you are accessing? You are setting a path not on the top, but you are setting a path over here. What you are writing pack.a, it means you are accessing package dot a, then you are creating an object. So if you are going to execute this code, even though it will work fine, but what is the disadvantage right now? For right now, what is the disadvantage? Suppose I want to create 100 objects, then what will happen? Every time I have to write pack a, pack a, pack dot a, pack dot a, pack dot a, like. It's better, what I do, I should directly write import pack over there, so I can directly write a dot object and this thing like that. It's quite easy. But right now what I'm doing, I'm basically setting the path. And what if you are having sub packages, then you have to write down the entire path over there. Okay, so that is the disadvantage of your fully qualified name. But when to use fully qualified name? So for this scenario, don't use fully qualified name, even though you will not get any error, but it is advisable to don't use this thing. What if you have to create 10 objects, then again you have to write this thing again, pack dot a, pack dot a, like that. Okay, now let's take one example, and using that particular example you will understand. So this is just an example. In this example, what we are doing, we are using, there is a package Java. Okay, this is in lowercase, I have made a mistake. So java.util.arraylist. So this is possible in Java. Okay, so this is how basically you can access, no issue at all. But what are the problems which we are facing? Readability is problem with readability, increase length code. See, now every time we have to write java.util.arraylist. If we have imported java.util, then what will happen? We don't have to write these things. We can directly write it down like that. But due to which, because we haven't imported that thing and we are following fully qualified naming convention, then that is why we have to write it. Solve this problem using import statement. So always try to solve this problem using import statement. If if it is not required to use fully convenient, we use short name directly. Okay, so we directly use what your short name over there. Now let's take one example. Here I will tell you the need of your fully qualified name. So what I told you, in Java, what we have a Java folder. Inside this Java folder, we have utility package. I am telling you this thing, okay? No need to worry. I'm just telling you that this is already there. In util package, we have what? Date file. And in SQL also, we have a date class file. Now, what we are doing, we are importing both the packages. It means date file, we will able to load from this package to date class file, we will able to execute, load from this package too. Now here what we are doing, in public static void main, we are writing date d is equals to new date. It means for this particular date we are creating an object. So can anyone tell me, just think about it, if we are going to execute this code, what will happen? Yes, anyone? What will happen? What do you think? I have already told you this thing, that in both the packages, this date class file is already there. Okay, right? In util as well as, and I am importing both the packages, and I am creating this object of which class? Your date class file. But I am importing date from both the packages. Now, can anyone tell me what will happen if I am going to execute this code? Yes, anyone? Error show kar dega. Error we will get. Okay, so what error we will get basically according to you? I am not telling you कि क्या उसकी language होगी, but I am just telling कि error आएगा कहाँ पर और किस type का error आएगा according to you. So predefined है. Predefined है तो नहीं, उससे तो कोई error नहीं आएगा. Okay. What about others? क्या ये execute होगा या फिर error आएगा? One answer I got, that is error. What about others? Yes? Anyone? If you want, you can post your answer. In Harsh Gupta has posted error. That is great. We will get an error, and someone is also smiling. Okay, so let's see what will happen. होगा क्या? Whenever we are going to create an object of this class, okay, whenever we are going to create an object of this class, then my compiler will get confused. This whether I should create an object of this date class or this date class, right? वो कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा, हमारा कंपाइलर कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा क्या वो ये जो डेट बना रहा है, ऑब्जेक्ट बना रहा है डेट क्लास का, तो वो किस डेट का ऑब्जेक्ट क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाए, इस यूटिलिटी के डेट की क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाए या एसक्यूएल की डेट का क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाए. So that is why we will get an error, and the error which we will get over there is date is ambiguous. Always remember, see, कभी ये अभी नहीं आ रहा है, ये फ्यूचर में तुम्हारे जब whenever you are going to write many programs, you will get an error related to ambiguous. So ambiguous, whenever you are getting an error, it means like same name you are using for different thing. Okay, so that is why our compiler will get confused, और compiler को ये भी नहीं पता है कि किसको priority दे, right? तो यहाँ पर जब भी आपके पास कोई प्रायोरिटी सेट नहीं है, whenever no, it's not like that ये बाद में लिखा है तो इसकी प्रायोरिटी होगी. Always remember प्रायोरिटी इसके बेसिस में सेट नहीं है जावा में. Okay, so always you will get what an error over there, that this both, see, java.sql.date and java in java sql and java.util.8 in this, तो ये दोनों के साथ मैच कर रहा है. See, ये वाला एरर आ रहा है, तो एम्बिग्यूटी वाला एरर आएगा. Now the question is, suppose मेरे को और भी चीजें, फॉर एग्जांपल स्कैनर क्लास भी यूज करनी है, भी करनी है, फॉर एग्जांपल और भी क्लासेस यूज करनी है. सो व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन अगर सपोज हम कभी स्ट्रक हो जाते हैं, लेट्स अज्यूम कभी इन फ्यूचर में तुम लोग इस टाइप के एरर में स्ट्रक हो जाते हो, तो हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व दिस इशू. So the solution is, see, एक तो मैं तुम्हें बता रहा हूँ, the first solution is what you can do, you can directly go for this thing, right? तो तुम क्या कर रहे हो, ये import कुछ मत करो, वो पर्टिकुलर पैकेज को import मत करो, डायरेक्टली फुली नेम कन्वेंशन यूज कर दो जिसका बेसिकली तुम यूज कर रहे हो, जो भी क्लास तुम एक्सेस करना चाहते हो. सेकेंड वन इज योर, अब आती है यहाँ पर प्रायोरिटीज. ओके, सो द प्रायोरिटी कब चलेगी, सी ऑलवेज रिमेंबर highest priority will go to explicit class import. So यहां पर अगर तुम इस कोड में देखोगे, ये कौन से टाइप के हैं तुम्हारे, this belong to implicit. Both of them are what, implicit. This one is implicit, this one is implicit. Explicit में क्या रहता है, explicit में हम क्लास का नेम भी देते हैं, राइट? तो अगर आपका दोनों implicit है तब तो आपका एरर आएगा. Otherwise, हम कब क्या करते हैं, what we generally do in order to sort out this issue, we always give the highest priority to whom, explicit class import को देते हैं. Then अगर कभी भी आपका कोई भी conflict होता है, okay, second one is it will go to next जो भी तुम्हारे current work directory में होती है. For example, अगर तुमने current work directory में भी कोई same name की class बना रखी है, for example date class, so it will give you the priority of this thing. एंड थर्ड हमें प्रायोरिटी मिलती है इम्प्लिसिट की. सो राइट नाउ हमारे पास दोनों के दोनों इम्प्लिसिट है, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी आर नॉट एबल टू रिजॉल्व दिस इशू. सो दैट इज व्हाई द सॉल्यूशन व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल मेक, हम क्या करेंगे, एक फर्स्ट को लेट्स अज्यूम हमने इसको क्या कर दिया, इम्प्लिसिट कर दिया, एंड सेकेंड वाले को एक्सप्लिसिट कर दिया. सॉरी, फर्स्ट वाले को एक्सप्लिसिट कर दिया, सेकेंड वाला आपका क्या इम्प्लिसिट है. सो व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, जब आपके पास एक्सप्लिसिट और इम्प्लिसिट होगा, so it will always gives priority to what your explicit import. Okay, so that is why agar now if you are going to execute this code, so this code will execute fine. Okay, so there will be no error. Always remember, agar kabhi aapke paas aisa issue aa raha hai na future mein, and how you are going to tackle those issues, so this is how you can tackle. Okay, similarly what you can do, so these are the things you can do. So I'm going to end this session. So in tomorrow again we are going to entirely complete this package topic. Okay, so just I am going to upload these PPTs just after this lecture. Just go through these PPTs, and even after, if you are having any error or any doubt, sorry, related to this thing, you can directly ask me. Okay, feel free to ask. Now this is the only question I am going to ask you. Now I am going to end this class. So you have to tell me which one is valid, and you have to import a package to use pattern class. Okay, so in this question what we have to, there is a package and we want to import which class, your pattern class. So what I am telling you is that we have Java package, we have util package, we have pattern regex package, and this is what pattern is a class. So if I want to import, So which one is valid according to you? If I want to access pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, so you have to tell me which one is valid. Yes? Got the question? So I am getting the answer that is 3331. Okay, I am getting one answer that is 3. One answer I am getting 1. Some of you are telling me 2. Okay, and what about others? 1, 2. So right now I am getting multiple answers. Okay, now the percentage share is shifted. Earlier we are getting 90% or 95% and 5%. Now we are getting somehow 50-50, something like that. Okay, so Yash is very happy. So let's see why Yash is happy. Okay, so we are going to find out the answer so that Yash will be happy. So now, so see what will happen here in this scenario. Whenever we are going to write import Java, so what will happen? Are we able to access pattern? So what I told you, our first definition is that we cannot access sub packages. So we have a sub package over here. So first one is what? Incorrect. We cannot access pattern. Okay, we cannot access what? Your pattern class over here. Make it pattern P is capital. Okay, so that you will understand. Now second one is import java.util. So what I told you, again in util we have a regex sub package. So can we access regex sub package? No, we cannot access sub packages in Java. This is a sub package. Always remember. Okay. Now the third one is import java.util. Sorry, this one is rex. Okay, regex. So whether we are able to basically access this package, yes, now we can access this class because this class belongs to this package. So it is valid in Java. So that is why the answer is what your third answer is what your first. So that is why if you are going to execute this code, right, make it, I have made some syntactical your error. Okay. So just try to find it out. So this is how basically you are able to execute this. Okay, so I hope you understood some of the topics related to packages, why we are creating a package, how to access a package. So in tomorrow class, we are going to cover one more package that is known as your static package, and then we are going to end this your session. Okay, so just feel free to ask whatever the question you have. Okay, yes, anyone is having any question, others can leave now if they want to leave.